To begin working on a land donation agreement between the county and the YMCA of the Chesapeake for a portion of the Schaefer property to allow the construction of a YMCA facility at this location that would not require additional county funding.
I second.
Discussion.
By additional county funding, you mean beyond what we paid for the land?
That's correct.
There'll be no additional county funds, whatever, beyond the cost of the land?
That's correct. This what this is. We had a meeting today, and we are working towards an agreement with the YMCA that if we donate this land and the improvements that have already been made on this piece of property, with no additional dollars coming from the county, that they feel confident that they could this project could be viable.
Will they have a pool?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
I campaigned on the issue that this Y should come to this county, but without county dollars. And, you know, I commend you and myself, actually. You know, we put this together in 2 weeks' time to be able to work this deal out. And I think it's a win-win for the county. I think it's a win for the county citizens. I think it's a Christmas present, actually. It's what most municipalities do. You know, we're going to donate the land to them. They're going to come in. They're going to build this facility on their dime, and we're not going to use a single county dollar to do this. The infrastructure is already put in place. So if the Y doesn't go to this facility, we still are going to build the road. We're still going to have the allocation for the sewer. So we lose nothing here, in my personal opinion, other than donating the property to the, you know, other than what our original cost was. But we're only going to donate 15 acres of the 38 acres.
15 to 18, yeah.
And then it's going to leave us 12 acres, 12 to 15 acres on the frontage.
Yeah, there's about 12 acres of commercial left.
Commercial left that will probably be close to $2 million in value. So we could probably end up selling that property back and making our original investment back, what the county paid for this property 10 years ago.
Well, my
9 years ago.
absolute compliments that in 2 weeks, two business minds got together with Robbie Gill and the YMCA and settled this out. Brilliant work. Congratulations.
Kudos to Commissioner Bucky, because this was his lead on this. Great job.
So let me just ask to clarify. This is the old MOU that was in place that this board rescinded, called for the county to put $4 million plus the land toward the YMCA coming here.
No.
The land was a dollar lease, and not a
Dollars,
dollar lease.
okay.
Yes.
And so
Plus
this,
loaning for.
plus
No.
plus potentially other money, right? The new deal that you worked on today, that you got a tentative agreement on, would say that now the YMCA would raise all the money and the county would not put in $1.
Not one single dollar will come from this county.
Well, I, for one, campaigned, as you know, the same way you did on this, Bucky, where I was in favor of the YMCA coming to the county, but I pledged not one dime of operating funds to make it happen. I don't think we should subsidize a business, even if it's a nonprofit business, to compete against other businesses. And this deal looks like, as you've described it, that would meet what I campaigned on. So I also would support the motion to move forward with this.
And I assume we'll see the MOU before it's executed.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You guys will execute.
And the other thing I want to mention is, we're not going to give the Y a particular time period, are we?
No.
We're not going to sit there and tell the Y they have, 2 years, 3 years to do this. The Y has told us today that they feel they can do this within 2 years. So they feel that when they get to that 80%, which is about 18 months from now, they figure they can start building this facility. And I'm happy with that. I really am.
And one of the major points of this is it finally shows commitment from the county. I mean, this process started 8-9 years ago with buying the property, and every set of commissioners, it's a different agenda, different flavor to the agreement. And when you're trying to raise money, it doesn't bode well. So with this, taking this step here, if things go well within 3 months, we could very well have an agreement which allows them finally to go to their public, to go to the people with the money, their donors, and say, look, they're behind us. We've been given the land, and they think that this should help them with their donations, which is a good thing. Commissioner?
I'm good with this, but it was me who brought the whole point up at the original discussion that we need to be a little cautious as we go into these agreements that that what it is that we're getting is defined to some extent, so that we don't just wind up saying a facility. I guess they're entirely trustworthy. I just don't know enough. I usually, when you're starting to talk about large investment operations, having some sort of definition of what it is you're talking about seems to me, so I just urge that as we proceed in this, that we keep a close eye on what it is that we're doing, and also not lock the land up forever if by any chance this doesn't proceed as planned. This is not to dash cold water on it or be suspicious of it. It's just a general understanding of what it is.
Well, and I appreciate that, because we